What's up, boys and girls? This is your gamer girl Jessi. Welcome to Before You Play. If you want to play a game but not sure if it's worth playing, or if you want to buy a game but not sure if it's worth your money, or if you want to download it but not sure if it's worth your time, or if you would even like it at all, no worries, I am here for you. I will be discussing a game in separate categories from story to graphics and sound to controls and fight system, etc. So then, you'll be able to decide whether you want the game or not want the game. Simple. Let's get started. This is Before You Play Left 4 Dead 2. What is the game about? Basically, you are a team of 4 that shoots and kills zombies until you get rescued. Longer version, you can choose to play as Nick, Rochelle, Ellis, or Coach. You gotta survive the campaign until the very end and be rescued to win the game. There will be zombies that will get in your way, your average running flesh-eating nightmares called as the common infected, or to face zombies who can spit bile on you, throw rocks and cars at you, or go crazy on you if you startle her. These are special infected zombies. There are a total of 6 campaigns that you can play, and the best part about this is you can play Left 4 Dead Part 1 campaigns with the 4 characters from the latter intact. The core mechanic of the game is that we are survivors and we gotta get the bananas out of the infected area and be rescued. Simple, right? Zombies are just obstacles that is part of the fun. Genre: it is a first-person shooter survival horror game in 3D graphics. Since it's an old game, you can't expect it to have as high-def graphics as AC Valhalla or Cyberpunk. It's the best of its kind back in its day. It has a co-op feature, which is the main feature of the game because of course it's better to play this with friends, although it is possible to play it solo or with a bunch of strangers. It can also be played in local co-op, no problem. Survivors can be up to 4 players, and if you want to play any of the versus modes where one side plays as the survivors and the rest of the players can play as the infected, then you can have up to 8 players all in all. Story: is it clear who we're playing as, what we are doing, or what we do, or what our goal is? Yep, it is! As I said before, the goal is pretty simple. We are survivors, and obviously the goal is to survive and get rescued to win the game. Background stories on the characters are not really mentioned in the game, but you can judge by each character's clothing. I heard there is a comics for this, but I've not found any yet, nor have I read it. But if you guys are interested, you can guys do your research and just go to Mr. Google. Are the characters customizable? Legit from the game? Nope, but you can download mod character outfits, designs, etc. I play in Steam, and there is a workshop there where thousands of people upload mods that you can use when you play. How's the dialogue? Warning, they cuss at times, but not as regular as other games. By far, I love the lines that each character have. It reflects their personalities and tells us more about them. Getting attached to the characters is one of the best things for me when playing a game. How is the character design? Well, other than Zoe being my favorite character out of both franchise, Alice reminds me of Glenn from The Walking Dead, Zoe gives a Jodie Holmes from Beyond Two Souls, and Ellie from The Last of Us vibe. Nick kinda reminds me of Samuel Drake from Uncharted 4, Rochelle reminds me of Sasha from Walking Dead, Francis reminds me of Merle Dixon, also from Walking Dead, Coach reminds me of C-Note from Prison Break with a mix of T-Dog, also from The Walking Dead. How is the pacing of the game? You can play it and do a speedrun, or you can play it and take your time. It all depends on you. There are rooms you can check for supplies, and you can even get lost. You can take your time killing each zombie in the area or keep alerting the horde if you want. Controls. Is it difficult to perform actions with the controls? No sir, it isn't. It's already in default that we use WASD for movement, spacebar for jump, control to couch, left mouse button to shoot, and right mouse button to aim, E to interact, and numbers to change your weapon or current item in hand. You need a mouse and a keyboard to play, but lately I discovered it's controller supported. Yeah, I know, noob, right? I have a non-branded remote controller that I used to play the old PSP games, so I tried it out and it works. I'm just not used to it, so I stick with a mouse and a keyboard to play Left 4 Dead. For those who are poor in hand-eye coordination, this may be a bit of a challenge, as I introduced this game to my dad and it is difficult for him to crouch and jump or switch weapons while moving smoothly. But if you continue to play the game, just a little practice and you'll be fine. Atmosphere and immersion. How detailed is the background setting? Graphically, it passes because like I said, this is an old game. You'll know the difference between a door you can interact or open from a door that is just there for design. Because come on, a house without a door is pretty weird, bruh. You can judge the details from there and you will be guided that, hey, the details here are kinda bad, so that means that this is a dead end. While inside the safe room, there are graffiti and writings on the walls that you can read while waiting. Some of them are hints, some of them does not make sense, and some of them is nice to build the atmosphere better. Also, one of the things that I like to recognize is that you can actually interact with some elements of the game other than the door. There are monitors, buckets, and chairs that you can shoot and hit, and they will fly like pillows. It's not much, but at least the developers thought of adding them for effect. How clear is the map to navigate to? Is it possible to get easily lost? It is part of the game to, of course, add obstacles along the way, depending on the campaign that you choose. Some maps are pretty easy and there are a few that are really confusing. Confusing, not difficult. The game uses environment effectively to direct the players where to go. Like if you're lost and there's a river, just follow the flow of the river. Sometimes they purposely block paths so you only have one way to go to, and sometimes you will notice the taillights of the cars are red while the others does not even glow. The game does not have a pop-up guide that says go here. Instead, lets the players use their instincts and follow the environment guide to know where to go. But if the purpose of the location is to confuse and get the players lost, then you gotta figure out what little hints they left for you to find the way out. In this case, there are markers of red that points you to where the safe house is. If you find it, then you found the right way. For example, in No Mercy, there is a chapter there where you will be in the sewers. And it is kind of confusing when you get there, but when you see that there's a red marker seeing the safe house symbol, then it means you found the right way. Open world. How wide is the map for us to explore? Well, the game is not really made for exploration, so the only exploring you have are rooms and buildings with shattered windows for you to find and gather resources like pills, adrenaline, first aid kit, explosive ammunition, scattered guns, lasers, gasoline, and the such. In the Steam achievements, it says that there are golden crowbars you can find, but other than that, the game's just really run as fast as you can and live. Lore. Is there lore in the story of the game? How much lore is worth unraveling? In-game, I don't think there is much. You have to Google them if you want to know more about them yourself. Like, if you face a special infected, you will hear different sounds that indicates one is near or is coming, and more about them if you can search in the wiki or maybe the comic can help. HP. Your life bar is filled by using first aid kits. For temporary healing, you can drink pills. The depletion of your life bar depends on the difficulty of the game. Like if you hit expert, if the tank hits you once, you're down. And if it's easy, it can hit you as many times and you're still alive. Probably just fly away from the impact if it hits you. Weapons. Playing Left 4 Dead 1 and weapons and items are limited. But now with part 2, there are now so many weapon and item additions, like having a defib to revive teammates and a variety of weapons you can use. Mostly I prefer to use a sniper rifle in combat and with matching melee weapon. Yes, now there are melee weapons. You have a choice to pair your primary and secondary ammo, and you can pick up random weapons along the way. Checkpoint. What happens when I die and not reach the goal? Well, first off, if you are not in the rescue round yet, you'll be in watching mode and watch your teammates survive. If all of you die, you'll respawn to the last safe room you were in. If, however, you are in realism mode, spawning is not possible and can only be revived when the round finishes. And if you are already in the rescue round, that's the finale, so obviously you are dead so donezo if you die. If your teammates make it, you'll be written in the credits as deceased. If, however, your teammates die, you'll all respawn back to the safe room you were in last. Extras. As I mentioned earlier, you can download mod character designs for the characters if you want them to change their clothing or appearance. It is possible to do that with weapons as well, but the best part is, you can also download mod campaigns. I have tried several new maps and they are all so amazing. Just gotta find the good ones though. You can keep track of my Left 4 Dead 2 uploads, and if you want to see the maps I use, you guys can check it out. Keep watch. Difficulty. The difficulty is adjustable. When you start the game, the host can choose easy, normal, advanced, or expert, and you can also change this mid-game. Price. Sadly, this awesome game is not for free. This game is $9.99 only. And if you want to buy both Part 1 and Part 2, then go to the bundle. As of today, it is 25% off and now for only $14.98. The best part about this is that when Steam sale hits, you can buy it at an even lower price, depending on their discount that is. So what are you waiting for? Grab this game now. Graphics. How are the cutscenes? By far, the only cutscene we have is the intro and whenever we get rescued cutscene. The graphics there is amazing. How's the lighting? It is dark enough to add the horror vibe to it and light enough that we can still see. I did not have any issues with this in the game. Probably the only thing I'd like to see in the update is more objects to interact with and stuff. I know it's an old game, but you know, they still update. Platform. It is playable in Xbox 360, Windows, Linux, and Mac. Is it playable in cross-platform? According to my research, it is said that it is possible to cross-play between Mac and Windows, which is good news. Gameplay preview. Did you just shoot me?
Yes!
Another way
Because ended the chopper right there!
You stupid!
Alright,
We could have gotten
everyone
it!
here, the fact that we need
We ran
ammo.
out of ammo.
So,
I feel like we need to stand at the top of the stairs in one of them squares rather than.
I know you're still
Oh my
angry,
word.
Yada, you. But stop hitting me.
no, we're not angry. We're not angry.
You know I gotta save everybody.
Is this
You
revenge
wanted
for
to
the
save me because I
sacrifice?
was close.
Yes!
I was close. I was. I'm not gonna lie.
I almost got Chris. We could have got it away.
You
Would
say that
have
it
been
was
two
like
survivors.
But I have an advice. You guys should take adrenaline and save it.
Yeah.
Because that's what made me run fast.
Yeah, adrenaline is really good.
And it doesn't stagger you.
Yep. So you should you should keep it.
This way.
This way, guys. Prepare your adrenaline. Adrenaline, guys.
I got my adrenaline on.
Oh, guys, there's a tank.
It's coming at me.
Go, go, go.
Go without me.
Go. Where are you?
Oh,
Ow!
Get in the chopper! Get in the chopper!
Come on,
Yes,
come
I
on,
got
guys.
cornered. Go without me.
Where are you?
I got cornered by the tank. Go, jump! Jump! Go without me.
I'm driving.
No,
I'm driving.
the tank is coming for us.
Go! Go without me. Go!
Oh, fuck's sakes.
Where are you guys?
Come on, Chris!
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Chris, where are you?
Oh, fuck's sakes. The game is
No.
The game is.
Overall thoughts. Replayability is a 10/10. Definitely you can play it with your friends, and there are 14 official campaigns, DLCs included, and one cat campaign, and over hundreds of mod campaigns that you can play with, not including mutation modes, which I am sure you will enjoy as well. There is no story even if there is a chronological order of how the map is played. I definitely recommend playing this game for sure.